Good morning, folks, and welcome to what should be episode three or four of the Wonderkid experiment. So we have advanced until the 31st of July 2027. So both lads are now 25 years of age. And if you're new to this series, or your first time you watched this, or just a refresher, what I've done is created two um, kids from New Zealand. They're not brothers, even though they share the last name. What I've done is given them a potential ability of 200, which means they potentially could be Wonderkiwis. Thus, we put them from New Zealand and see if they can make it to the big wide world of football, especially in the big leagues. And so far, it's been interesting. So let's have a look and see how they are now. We just look at the screen here. We've got Oliver. So he's now at Feyenoord and valued at 3.7 million on a 14.75 per week contract till 2030. So he's got over 3 years on his deal. Considered a rotational player. Over there we've got his good mate Jack. He's at Roma on a 44 per week contract, valued at 20.5. So yeah, looks like Jack's got the bigger deal there. Whether they're playing for the respective clubs, who knows? Because as we saw last time, they were both at us. One was at Arsenal, one was AS Monaco, respectively, but they hadn't really made any appearances for the first team. So it will be interesting to see. So let's go and have a look at Oliver as Scooby Doo fires up on my phone. So we look at Oliver now. He's still got the greens. He's gone up a bit in tackling to 14. Still 13 for marking and heading. Mentally, decision-wise, he's really good at 14, and positioning is in 15. He's still got some reds though. Physically, he's pretty much solid all across the board. Just a little bit, he struggles with a little bit of balance, and natural fitness has actually gone up because that was 5 last time. But yeah, he still does have some reds and flair, which is not really of something I care for in the fullback, centre back anyway. Aggression, uh, a bit low, so he's probably not likely to get stuck into some challenges. But he's not going to go over the top as well. And vision is pretty low, so maybe he needs to go to Specsavers and get some glasses. Crossing and first touch. Well, crossing I don't really care for in a full centre back. First touch, yeah, I would like to see that increase if we can. But overall, he's still fairly solid around the board. A few more yellows, but looking at them again, there's a lot more still in single digits. Let's have a look at his history and see how he ended up in Feyenoord. So last time we left you, he was playing for. He had been loaned out to Bremen, and then obviously for Monaco and back on the reserves. And let's see, 2027, 2023. So that's the season we left him. And he again, you can see he played no games, 3 non-competitive games, so one cup match. Still nothing for the first team. For the Monaco reserves, he played only non-competitives that same season, so he didn't play anything for Monaco at all. Just that one cup game. He was then loaned out to AS Saint Etienne in the same division as the reserves. So yeah, he played 26 times, so made 26 appearances, 1 assist and 2 player of the match awards for 6.67 rating, including 4 cup games, so 6.85 rating in there. So he was able to pick up fairly regular game time for probably a lesser club but in the same division. Anyway, so that's quite good. He then looked like he went to Vitesse in the Dutch league for a 2 million plus part exchange. So we'll see if we can have a look into that. Excuse me. Made 22 appearances, 2 assists, 1 player of the match award for 6.67. This includes 1 appearance in the cup and some 5 continental appearances. The next season, he only made the 8 appearances, which is a big drop down from 22. 1 assist and 6.81. So his rating has gone up, which is, I guess, it's easier when you've played less games. This also includes 2, so that's including 2 cup games and 3 continental. So he's getting a little bit of cup and continental experience here as well. In 2026-27, again, 12 appearances, 1 player of the match was 6.89. So his average rating has slowly climbed up. That includes no continental, but also 2 cup games in there as well. So obviously he's done enough there to attract the interest of Feyenoord for this coming season, and they picked him up for a 2.6 million fee. So it looks like Vitesse has made a little bit of money on him. So interesting. So he's kind of established himself by looks in the Dutch league, which is good to see, because like I mentioned in episode 1, the Dutch leagues are a route that a few Kiwis have actually gone through into Europe. Germany is one of them as well, but definitely Holland. Yeah, so that's good to see how he's going. Let's have a look and see if he's had any major injuries. Excuse me for the cough. Nothing major since that broken toe way all those years ago, but he's had a few moderate to minor injuries. I guess the most, yeah, only a few days, 4 weeks at the most. That's not too bad. Milestones. Well, you'll see here as we go down back. So we left him here, and in 2000 when he got relegated on loan to Bremen. So 2023, runners up with the Torpre des Champions and was Monaco. League One, named in the team of the week when he was out St. Etienne's, and again 2024. So yeah, he got named in the team seasonal best 11. He also again picked up a winners medal for the Oceania Nations Cup with New Zealand. So then he was bought by Vitesse in 2024 in part exchange. So he was bought for 1.8 million with 2 million, I guess, going up. I wonder if we can see the player. We'll have a look at his transfers and see what it shows us there. He then scored his first international goal in 2024 against Fiji for New Zealand. Named Footballer of the Year for Vitesse in 2024. Wow, okay, that's a big accolade there. Named the New Zealand Seasonal Best 11 as well. The winners of the Eredivisie, the top league in Holland, 2025 with Vitesse, named in their seasonal best 11. Winners of the World Oceania Champions qualifying section, World Cup again with New Zealand. You'll see that a few times. Again, named in the Eredivisie team of the year, of the week in 2025. New Zealand seasonal best 11, same in 2026. Also 2026, winners of the Dutch Super Cup with Vitesse, named in the New Zealand seasonal best 11. Winners of the league again with Vitesse, 2027. So that's yeah, he's had a good run there with some championships, especially in one of the big leagues. And then 2027, just named in the Vitesse best 11, and then bought by Feyenoord for 2.6 million with potential of 3.5. So a bit of a run there. Some couple of some medals picking up there as well. It's good to see there, and that's probably why. I mean, Vitesse obviously did well. Being a centre back, he probably was a big part, you'd like to think, or played a role within some of these winners as well. So that's pretty good. So I want to actually look at his contract here. So he's on 14.75 per week, and to 2030. And there's the bonuses, and there's an optional contract extension by the club. So it'll be interesting to see if that is with Feyenoord, if they will use that anyway. Let's have a look at this transfer. Now, I don't think we can we see his transfer history? No, not on this. Okay, so that's just a basics transfer there for, obviously, because he has now gone to Feyenoord. Don't think. Let me know if you know there's an area we can actually look back on his transfers. I can add. No, there's nothing there. Okay, well that's fine. But still, yeah, pretty, very good. I, picked up some medals on the way. Can't complain about that at all. So we go back to the Wonderkids and have a look. So yeah, let's have a look at Jack now. So looking at Jack, he's picked up 63 caps and 1 goal for New Zealand. 16 for heading, 16 marking, and 14 for tackling. So definitely his heading and marking have gone up substantially to quite a good number there. And if we look at some of his mentals, good anticipation, really good decision making, and positioning is absolutely fantastic as well. And look at his physicals, they're all green now. Absolutely wonderful. He's only got the one red, which is flare, which is fine. A few more yellows. And again, a few single digits there. I'd like to see a few more jump up and go a little bit higher. And I do wonder if it's because they're from New Zealand, if that impacts. It took a while to get to a club of good, decent training facilities that would enable these to boost up. Who knows? Let's have a look at his career milestones here now. Okay, so he was at Arsenal, obviously, in 2020-23. And we had looked at that. He went then to Hanover on loan in Germany. Didn't play 22 appearances for 6.5 rating. Then he went to loan again to Ajax. So he played in the Dutch league as well. 22 appearances, 6.72. So a little bit better season. That included 3 continental and 5 cup appearances. He was then sold for 6 million to Roma. Made 22 appearances for 6.62 rating, including looks like 2 cup and about 4 starts in the continental competition. So that's going to be European Champions League probably, or UEFA. The following season made 31 appearances, 1 goal, 1 assist, and 2 Player of the Match awards for a 6.93 rating. So by far the best season he has had, and that included just 3 cup games and also 5 continental during the season. And of course we're about to kick off into the 2027-28 season, so that's interesting to see. He had really good there. Let's have a look at his injuries. A major one was the broken toe. There's a couple of broken toes there for these guys, but nothing substantial. I don't think that would hurt him. So if we look at his milestones here, when we left him way back here, so yeah, we saw the Chickadale runners up, and then he went 2024 to 23 there for some appearances and seasonal best 11s for New Zealand, winners of the Oceania Nations League 2024. 2025 again named in New Zealand seasonal best 11, named in the Eredivisie team of the week when he played for Ajax, and he was also runners up of a Dutch Cup, so he got a runners up medal there for Ajax. Named in their seasonal best 11, which is good, and then bought for Roma for 6 million, a potential to 7 million from Arsenal. Winners of the Italian Super Cup in 2025. He also 2025 they won the part of the winning team for the World Cup Oceania qualifying section. Obviously, there's nothing there noting that New Zealand have kicked on from that to qualify for the World Cup, unfortunately. Named in the Serie A Team of the Week 2025, and also Football of the Year run-up with Roma for 2025. So that's a good one. Best named in the New Zealand seasonal best 11 2026. Roma 2026, winners of the European Cup or the Euro Cup, which is a UEFA Cup. So that's good. That's, that's a good step up there. Named also in their best 11 and Serie A Team of the Week with Roma. Footballer of the Year in 2026 for Roma. So runner up the year before, managed to do one better and win the Footballer of the Year for 2026. Named in New Zealand seasonal best 11. It's Team of the Month and Team of the Week there for Roma. Winners of the Italian Cup in 2027 with Roma, and named Vice Captain for New Zealand in 2027. So quite a bit of accomplishments there, picking up some winners' medals as well. So that's pretty good to see. We've looked at this. So I want to have a look at his contract. Okay. Oh, okay. There's already some sort of interest there from America. I doubt he would be going from America to from Italy to America really at this stage of his career. He's only 25, so it'd be interesting to see. I don't think there's anything else we need. Let's have a look at his information. See if we can get a better sort of inclination of what's happening here. Yeah. So yeah, made his international debut in China, which we knew, and his first international goal against Venezuela. Ah, okay. So no, nothing really. He's flattered by a bit of the interest shown in him, which and feels that Pellegrini is a vital part of the team. So yeah, don't think anything would have changed for his dynamics as well. It's pretty much the same deal. Yeah. So yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. So pretty happy with how these guys are going, and we just compare them and we compare their attributes there. It gives you a good idea of some of the numbers. But again, if you look at both of them, there's a lot of single digit yellows. Hopefully they'll kick on. And if we go to that graph view, you'll see that Jack is still leading Oliver in defending, speed, vision, technical, and aerial. And Oliver's only leading in attacking, but then they're equal in physical, defending, physical and mental. Yeah, I guess that makes sense when you consider where Jack is now, and he's probably getting a lot more of the experience, and also that extra training facilities and stuff like that. But it looks like Oliver may kick on well. He seems to have done well with Vitesse in the Dutch league. See if he hopefully can maintain that and kick on a bit more with Feyenoord. All right, folks, I will probably leave it there. Yeah, I will fast forward now 5 years, so we will see them on their 30th birthdays and see just exactly what has happened in 5 years. Yeah, be interesting. What do you predict? Any more moves in the future for Plough System? They're doing okay. I'm pretty happy with where they are in the moment. I was a bit, didn't really make much in the way for their respective previous clubs, like Monaco and Arsenal. But with their new clubs, it looks like they are kicking on a bit now. So that's good to see. All right, folks. I'll catch you later. See you later.